Welcome to what many call the original Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking downfield, it's McCall. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Clemson! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Back to throw, it's McCall. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The incomplete pass leaves them with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. He wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Gets away. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. They've got the screen set up. Strikes the blow. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. They're going to run it. Steamrolls his way ahead. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. Touchdown Tigers! What a grab and go for the score.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Scanning the field, it's McCall. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Rodgers. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. They're going back to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Comes out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 2nd and 10 here. He'll do it himself. Breaks the tackle. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the ground, he's got it again. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking to pass, it's Klubnik. On target to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Maffa. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. This offense has a 2nd down play. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The give from the gun. Running with power. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The offense set for a first down play. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Fast motion from the offense. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Back behind the chains. 1st and 15. To the air, it's McCall. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. It's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Red pass, it's complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Looking to throw. Slings it downfield. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. He's looking for an open man on second down. Right on target this time.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Jukes his way for more. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Wide receiver shows motion. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but it's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 10 over Utah.
He'll pull it on the read.
We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Catch in the middle. It's Briningstool. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He's got an open man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Yeah, and the defensive line, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that. Dude, they score here, we're in for a ball game.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense getting set for 1st down. He leaves it with his back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Waters. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Pocket starts to collapse. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. On the ground, it's Maffa. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return, it's Concepcion. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it to the back. Powers through the defender. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Looking for a man, it's McCall. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll throw it on first down. Nobody open, he just throws it away and it'll bring up second down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's back to throw on second down. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Oh, the attempt is no good. They missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
NC State will kick off the starting things here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Offense gets set for second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. On the run, it's Maffa. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back has it. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Clemson will send the punt team out. He'll try to really get into this one. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Smashes through. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, to give, looking for room. At the 45, on his way. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw, it's McCall. Gets it out quickly. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. They'll throw it from the red zone. Touchdown, NC State! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3's coming soon.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Purdue. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Movement here from the tight end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Got a man, it's Randall. At midfield, he's got room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Clemson set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. It's caught for the 2. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. It's in! Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Handoff from the shotgun. Makes his man miss. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Collins. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Just gets rid of it before the heat. And it's incomplete on third down. Down in possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. A first down for the offense. The inside handoff. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the inside give. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. On the run, it's Waters. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To throw, it's McCall. He'll try to do it himself. On the move at the 30. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Wide out in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Grimes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They'll try to pick up the first. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They're going to ride this running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Waters. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Ready to try the point after. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They're bringing heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Maffa. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll run play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Clemson will send the punt team out. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fair catch called for and made. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Dropping back, it's McCall. He's right on target. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Wants to throw on 3rd down. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Tight end finds a soft spot. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Looking to throw on second down. Caught on the outside, it's Grimes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That is no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied.
Well, that's not a second missed field goal for him, and this one hurts because if he makes that, obviously his team takes the lead.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jason. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air, it's Klubnik. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them the first down. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through. And Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And, David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Finds his big tight end. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats, and you take the rankings, and you take the records, and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.